Successful recruiters in network marketing collect friends. That's what they do. And listen, I've studied, I've been involved in the profession since 1988. And I've studied hundreds of $1 million a year earners, thousands of six-figure a year earners. And I will tell you, the best of them collect friends. Long before those people become prospects, they collect friends. They build relationship with the world. These people are connected in networking groups so they can collect more friends. They have hobbies so they can collect more friends. They on Facebook or other social media platforms, they're collecting friends. They're not just collecting prospects, they're collecting friends. They're bringing value to the world, whether or not that person joins their opportunity. They're building trust, they're building relationship. And here's the thing that I want you to understand with this. They raise their awareness. They broaden their awareness. So every person that comes into their orbit, person serves them food at a restaurant, that person comes into their orbit and they find a way to turn that server into a friend. Somebody sells them shoes at the store. They find a way to turn that person into a friend. Somebody sells them a car. They find a way to turn that person into a friend. They stay in contact. They stay in relationship. They build relationship. Okay? They're collecting friends all the time. The most successful recruiting people that I know, they have so many friends. And they build so much relationship with those people that it's very easy to now have a conversation with that friend about an opportunity, the gift that they have, because they understand that they have a mindset. Okay? It's way different than a person that says, "Hi, nice to meet you. I have this great opportunity. We need to talk." You know, what does the average person do with that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow your roll, right? Slow down a little bit. But if we develop a relationship, you and I, we develop a relationship. And over time, we have conversations, we talk about different things. Then I can say, you know, look, have you ever thought about being an entrepreneur, started your own business? We have a conversation about that. Yeah, I have, but I don't have the money, I don't have the time. Listen, I've got a solution for you. I've got a gift for you. I have the ability, I want to show you something that can help you make your dream come true. Because guess what I do? I help people go into business for themselves. That's what I do. That's my job. I help people become entrepreneurs. That's what I do. So I've got an opportunity for you. Let's sit down and have some coffee and let me share it with you. See what I'm saying? So collect friends, raise your level of awareness, expand your level of awareness to a different frequency, okay? And develop relationship with people. As you do, it'll help build trust, build relationship, build belief between you and those people. Number 4. Develop positive daily habits. Positive daily habits. This isn't a habit that you're going to do just one time. Now, if you're going to be collecting friends, is there a positive daily habit that you can be aware of? Here's a positive daily habit as an example in collecting friends. A positive daily habit would be to make sure that every single day, when you start your day, before you go to sleep that night, that you've added at least 2 friends to your list. You've figured out a way to connect with 2 different people. You friended them up on Facebook, you send them a little note, whatever it happens to be. You met somebody, you get their contact information, you get their social media, you get their Twitter, you get their Instagram, whatever it happens to be, and you connect with them. 2 a day, every day. That's 700 a year. That's 3,500 in 5 years. Okay? 7,000 in 10 years. That's what the most successful networkers I know do. So that's one example of a positive daily habit that will help you become a recruiting machine. Here's some other examples. What are the things that you could do each day that would help you become a more consistent and prolific recruiter? What are the things you could do each day? Even though you're busy, even though you got other things going on, could you find someone every day, at least one person every day, to talk to about your opportunity? One a day? Could you share your product with somebody? Because many people join and become distributors because of a product experience, product or service experience first. Could you share your product or service at least once every day? Would that be a good positive daily habit? So I'll give you some examples. 1, 2 a day when it comes to friends. 2, every day at least talk to one person about your opportunity. 3, every day at least talk to one person about your product or service. What's some other positive daily habits that you could develop to become a recruiting machine? How about your mindset? Personal development. In other words, you continue to develop you. You continue to build on you. You continue to work on your mindset. You continue to expand your vision. So if you spend 15 to 30 minutes a day in personal development, will that help you become a more prolific recruiter? The answer is yes, of course it will. So personal growth, sharing the opportunity, sharing the product, developing some friendships, just some simple positive daily habits. Now you can expand those, but here's what I want you to understand. You're going to be a slave to your habits one way or the other. So you got to decide which habits you're going to be a slave to. Are you going to be a slave to scrolling forever on Facebook? Are you going to be a slave to watching television? Are you going to be a slave to listening to negative news? Are you going to be a slave to whatever, gossip? Or are you going to be a slave to the habits that are going to put you in the direction of your dreams? In these 7 steps, the positive daily habits are really critical because they start to build a confidence in you. They start to build a little bit of momentum in you. And understand, you might not be a prolific recruiter day one. That's okay. You know, here's one thing. If you're taking notes, I'd like you to write down. Progress is perfection. So long as you're getting better every day and you don't stop, you can't be beat. You're going to win. Progress is perfection. So these daily habits reinforce the progress that you're making on a daily basis. And a month from now, you're a different person. And 2 months from now, you're a different person. And 1 year from now, you're a completely different person. Why are you a different person? Not for what you did 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, but the positive daily habits that you put into place. You understand? All right. That's number 4. Number 5 is always be prepared. If you're going to be a prolific recruiter, a recruiting machine, always be prepared. Now, what does that mean? I put it into 2 categories, tools and stories. Here are the tools of success for a prolific recruiting machine is they're always prepared. They always have the video to be able to show somebody. They always have a DVD to be able to give somebody. They always have a brochure to be able to show someone. They always have product samples to be able to share with somebody, if that's appropriate inside of your business. They're always prepared with their stuff. They've got their stuff in the car. They've got their stuff in their briefcase. They've got their stuff in their purse. They always have their stuff ready to be able to, at any moment, to be able to share the gift that they have with the friends that they've developed because they made a decision that this is important. They're always prepared. They always have the tools. Do you have the tools right now? If I said, show me right now, could you do it? Most people go, and they start scrambling around and they can't find the tools. Decide. The recruiting machines in network marketing are always prepared. They've got it ready. Okay? Some of the most prolific recruiters, guess what? As soon as they're done talking to somebody on the phone, they drop into the mail the stuff that they have prepared. So they get something in front of that prospect, FedEx or a priority mail, quickly so that person starts looking at it. So it's not just what's online. They have physical stuff too. Maybe it's a product sample, etc. Some of the most amazing recruiters I know, that's what they do because they're always prepared. They're doing what other people do and a little bit more. Okay? They're prepared like other people are and a little bit more. So that's one side, is being prepared when it comes to tools. Whatever the tools of the trade inside of your opportunity, what's the method of operation that people use to be able to share your product or service, to share your opportunity? Make sure you are prepared with everything you need at all times. And that should be a test. If you get together with somebody, say, are you prepared? Show me. And if they're not, that's a learning experience, a learning situation, to be able to teach them that this is important. Okay? The second part of always being prepared is stories. Learning how to tell your story and telling your story. Because, listen, information is one thing. Stories make a huge difference. Guess what the recruiting machines and network marketing do? They tell stories. Because they know. Stories are what people remember. People remember stories. They forget the facts, but they remember stories. So you could tell your story. You could tell other people's story. You could tell your company story. You could tell your company founder story. You could tell your upline story. You could tell your downline story. You could tell somebody, local leader story. You could tell a woman's story, a man's story, an over 70 story, an under 25 story. A small business owner story, a firefighter story, a nurse story, a doctor story, a chiropractor story, a teacher story. It doesn't matter. All these stories that are in your business right now, you need to learn those stories so you can share them, because guess what's going to matter? If you're sitting in front of a teacher and you're not a teacher, if you have a teacher story from somebody in your business that you can share with that teacher, do you think that's going to help? Answer is yes. It's going to help. So collect the stories. Be ready to tell the stories. The stories are going to give you, I'm telling you, the recruiting machines and network marketing, they are storytellers. They know how to tell stories, and they're always prepared and ready to tell a story, product story, service story, opportunity story, first 30 days story, getting your money back story, didn't have the money and started anyway story, didn't have the time and got involved anyway story, said never to network marketing but then changed their mind about it story. They have all these stories. That's all they do is tell stories. Okay? So learn how to collect stories, yours and others, to be able to share with people so you're always prepared. Every situation, you should have a story. Every situation that comes up, every objection, you should have a story. Every question, you should have a story. Every background of person you're talking to, you should have a story. And guess what? The stories are all there. You can find them inside of the organization, inside of the company. Tell the story. The company's, yours, others, keep telling the story. So always be prepared. That's number 5. Number 6.